Big Tex, the Ferris wheel, and
his favorite.
They're not my favorite. Fletcher's corny dogs. Those three things are the
again. Please continue listening to our podcast.
I didn't grow up with them. They're not my thing.
He doesn't like Fletcher's corny dogs.
I don't like the outside.
He doesn't like corn dogs.
I don't mind hot dogs. I just don't like the corn dog thing. And
he also doesn't like funnel cake.
Well, there's a reason.
He also doesn't like roasted corn.
No, I don't. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
For me, I'm more of like the front end of it.
I'm just making it up. Of a similar nature or character.
JMKast. JMKast.
But we get shocked often by Chris.
If you Google my name, it always pulls up Ric Flair and Blackjack Mulligan. That's another story for another time though.
Hey. Hey.
I'm sitting here listening to it, chewing ice, going, I should stop chewing ice. He's about to turn the music down.
Hey. The JMKast episode, whatever episode we are, because we just do them as we do them, and
the order is the order.
You see the order.
Yeah.
This one will actually probably.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like numbering them.
Yeah. Anyway, so this one's going to be kind of interesting because this is going to lead to something that I'm hoping that we actually end up doing.
Well, we are on location.
We're on location, so that's a test for us.
Standard service in Heath, Texas.
We're testing to be on a new location instead of Rick's basement.
Dealing with music and people, and the people have actually been great for the most part, with the exception of a couple curious kids walking by. Everyone's ignored us.
Drinks are nice.
Greg has the opportunity to have a couple drinks, and it's
always need an excuse.
It's an interesting change up from our typical routine.
Yeah, we could have used some shade.
Yeah,
our equipment isn't necessarily agreeing.
One thing
about video production equipment is it doesn't like direct sunlight for a long time.
Yeah, cameras, the GoPros have shut down on us a couple of
new
cameras, the new Canon, which is, by the way,
so far so good.
Awesome pickup.
I don't know what it looks like, but
I'm sure it's
rolling.
Sure
I see a red light,
and it stays on. Doesn't overheat.
Hi, Canon.
Canon, we love you. We love you, Canon.
Thank you, Canon.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you to Standard Service for letting us spend the afternoon here.
Absolutely,
Such
they've been
huge,
great service.
Manager Carrie's
great
amazing.
Food,
Savannah's been
great
awesome as
drink.
our server. I tried to coax her into coming over to talk to us, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll come over." And then she
had 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. I was like, "Ain't gonna work."
We don't roll that way.
No, we need way more than that. So, it's just an awesome place. If you live in the Heath area, Rockwell area, and you've never been here, you are missing out. This place has all kinds of little activities. Place great for families, great for kids. There's a huge stage behind us.
Yes,
we talked about wanting to do something live, and we both kind of were like, well, this might be a good place. And I've been here for a few birthday parties, and
we had one. I think your wife. We had.
I've had two of them here. I've had two of her birthdays here.
Well, I've only been to one.
First one was a complete surprise. She had no idea.
Yeah.
She walked up and like 10 people were sitting here.
Oh, awesome!
And then I was trying to do the same thing again when we all had dinner, but she was insistent that I tell her what was going on. And I'm like, well, because she didn't know, she had never met Andy before.
Right.
And I had invited one of our producers that we work with, him and his wife.
Yeah.
And
but
Michelle was
people to know.
Michelle was very insistent in knowing what was going on for that one. So I had to tell her.
Well,
but it was such a fun night.
And her friends were there though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Julia and Miles showed up. That's right.
They were there.
They're getting married.
They're there. Yeah, I know.
They're
you told
getting married.
Me. Congratulations.
They're getting married like next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them.
She already bought her dress.
They've been through a lot in the last year.
You should see, I should bring you their engagement photo.
Yeah.
It is so damn funny, Greg. It's all these pictures of them, and all of a sudden one of them, she's got a black eye and she's all beat up, but it's from when she had her fall and was in the hospital. But as I'm looking at it, I literally looked at it in a circle, and when I got to it, I started laughing, and I'm like, that's just, if you know them, and obviously the people who got the invite do,
yes,
it's perfect.
Yes.
If you don't know them, you've got to look at them going, what in the world?
What is this about?
Like, is he beating her? I mean, it's so funny, but he's just not that guy.
No, he's very nice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's really cool dude.
But they're down in Carolina.
We spent Christmas together.
We did, and we all got COVID together. from him, I think.
Was it him?
Yeah, his parents had it.
Who knows?
It doesn't matter.
We got it. We all survived.
Yeah, we all lived.
So
Julia almost didn't, but that's a whole nother story.
That is true. She got the black eye.
All right, well, let's get into some video business.
All right, well, before we do that, I want to get to kind of what where we were gonna. So we were gonna test live this episode.
I have everything ready
but I left one piece of equipment at home.
Almost most important piece.
It's the part that actually gets you online.
Wow, I'm like 10 degrees cooler.
And anyway, part of what we're trying to announce, and we don't know 100% we're going to be able to do it, but we're still going to say it because we think we will be able to.
Well, we're going to. It's not it's how.
We're gonna figure out a way to do podcasts there one way or another. What they look like, how we do them, that's a whole nother thing. But we're hoping to do it live. We're hoping to do it live, and this is a little hint.
We're going to do it live.
And that would be Texas Fight. And
here's how much of a non-Texan I am. I have no idea what that was, and I'm like, I'm gonna guess that's pretty something specific. I know what you're talking about. So,
well, why I bring it up is because exactly 1 week from today is the Texas OU Red River Shootout on October 8th. So that's exactly a week from today at 11 a.m. So right this minute, a week away, that game will probably be close to halftime.
It'll be at halftime.
It'll be a halftime.
Definitely be at halftime.
So, that's what's going on next week. And so we don't know when we're going live exactly, but we're going to try our best to go live.
Yeah.
And if we don't go live, we will definitely be taping some stuff from there.
Oh, we're crazy not to.
Yeah. So anyway, we're kind of excited about.
Here's the cool part. I happen to know a vendor out there who's got a booth going. So I'm going to talk to him and see if he has some time to sit down with us.
There you go.
He's a amazing musical talent. I also
what's his vendor?
Well, I don't know if he's a vendor or if he is involved. I'm gonna apologize. I don't 100% know who, but I know he's there for the duration of the fair.
Okay.
And his name's Dan Quinn. He's the member. He owns the Dan Quinn Band, the Dan Quinn Band Entertainment. He's essentially a one-man band DJ, but he does something that is so cool. Is he has a thing called Kids, and it's a DJ thing, and he teaches kids how to be DJs.
Okay.
So he has a DJ set up out there, and every day, some of his kids are performing.
Well,
and it's awesome. So I'm hoping to get him to come sit down with us. And here's another crazy thing. Someone I went to high school with up in Michigan is working the fair for the first 10 days for Ford. And she's going to be up there. Now, I'm not going to have her on the podcast, but I thought that was kind of cool. And I'm going to try and go grab lunch with her. I haven't seen her since I graduated 27 years ago.
Well, awesome. Well, I got to be fair, even though I'm not a fan of this school, but I have to be fair.
You know
this hurts me, Rick. This hurts me.
So, all right.
It hurts me to hear that one.
Brian James, my buddy, the old weather guy for Encore, he went to OU. And that's the only thing about him I don't like.
That's all I need to know.
He's so vomitous in that respect. Just kidding, Brian.
But I had to be fair. I mean, next week is that game, and if I'm gonna play Texas, I gotta play some OU. Cover all the bases.
Whatever.
So anyway, but it's fair time. State fair.
Yeah. Yesterday was first day.
Yep.
Yesterday was
opening day, and we're here at the Standard
Service in Texas.
In Heath, testing what it's like to be on location somewhere other than Rick's basement.
I live in Texas, guys. I don't have a basement, but it's just fun to say.
Well, he's from Michigan, so
we have basements.
He's had a basement.
If we lived in Michigan, we would be doing this from my basement because my basement would be awesome. Because I have plans for a basement if I ever have one.
But you might as well say where we're doing it is the basement.
Pretty much. I mean, well, depends on if we're in the toy room or not, which, the toy room.
Well, you never go there anymore.
Well, the toy room's cleaned. It's not as
you're scared for people to know your toys.
I'm not. There's definitely some things in there price-wise that scare me.
Oh, I keep telling you, move them.
Yeah, no.
Move the ones.
Well,
move the ones that you're scared. You don't want people to know.
No.
You can put curtains over.
I just got a brand new one that's really expensive.
Like you paid really expensive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Michelle's.
Did she know? Okay.
No.
Well, she knows now.
No, she doesn't, because she doesn't listen to this. It wasn't that expensive. I mean, it was expensive, but it wasn't that expensive.
All right.
Well, that's
Well,
part of the set. But anyway.
we usually do this like a little later, but
Yeah, knock it out.
I'm
Let's get
feeling
it out
like
of the way.
doing it like right now.
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's get out of the way.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
I like it.
All right. Well, that is now officially word of the day.
Intro music for word of the day.
State fair. No.
Yeah, Rick.
State fair. What's a state fair?
State fair. No, and the likelihood of me actually going to be able to read the one that I want to do is going to be real slim.
You need a new phone.
I don't need a new phone.
Come on,
I
my
need
phone just
no
fine.
sunlight, direct sunlight.
I got direct sunlight. I see mine just fine.
Oh, shut up.
Because I got the 14.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to talk about that.
Well, let's do word of the day, and then if we have time, we can talk about an issue I ran into.
So maybe I'll get lucky and you'll know what this is. Here,
Okay.
I'll do the easy one.
Okay.
Freeze frame.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about the song from...
Stop. Freeze frame. Stop. I love the Cars. It's the Cars, right?
No, that's a J. Giles.
J. Giles Band. Oh, I should be fired for that. It is the freeze frame. So like when you're editing and you stop on an image, just stop. Freeze frame is usually, at least in news, it's usually used to pad out something with the likelihood that it won't make air, but sometimes it does. Or sometimes you do it to freeze or still something so that you can leave it up longer. There's all kinds of different things.
All right, and this one is a little fair related, but
Oh,
not...
Savannah's coming up. You want to come say hi real
not-
quick, Savannah?
Okay.
Come over
We
on
don't-
this side.
We don't have another mic.
So sorry, her and I will
Here.
share.
Okay.
You can share with me. So you got to kind of get a little close.
Okay, come close.
This is Savannah. She's been our
But
lovely.
she's
There
we go.
On camera too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so right here.
Oh.
This
You
is our
gotta-
lovely server today. She's been
Hello,
taking care of
guys.
us.
Awesome.
Got to get a
Right
little...
here?
Yeah, there we
Here?
go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good to set up. You hear me?
Yeah,
All right.
I hear you.
Perfect.
So, we were talking about some video production terms.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, the first one was freeze frame.
Do you
Freeze
have any
frame.
idea what that might be?
Is that
And not-
freeze frame is? I'm gonna take 2 guesses.
Okay.
Is it when y'all just pause and y'all are focusing on one frame, or is that gonna be
I mean, you can
like-
call that different things, but that is a freeze frame.
freeze frame? Okay.
Yep.
I
And
took
then-
one semester. I took 1 semester of theater. Or
Okay.
something around the work. So I
All
got
right.
like.
And this one is a strict kind of a more of a video term. So you got to know something about video.
okay.
Flutter.
Ooh. Okay. You might have me on that one. Flutter.
Yeah, you
Flutter.
have me on that one.
So
Yeah.
flutter is like it is what happens when, say, you have your shutter on and you go on, and there's particular types of lights that cycle through, and with our eyes we don't see it, but when you have a shutter, it like you see
Go
it.
like this.
You see like a cycle kind of do like that, and that's called a flutter.
A flutter. Okay. I see. I learn something new every day.
Yeah,
go.
and then the last term, and we're kind of working on a state fair of Texas because we're trying to go live at the state fair of Texas. So this is kind of our
okay.
lead into
It's our
that.
practice.
They did?
So
They did?
this one, see if you know this one.
Okay.
Again, this is a video production term.
Video production.
Football.
Ooh. Okay. Would you give me a basis? Does that have to do with like an image or video?
It has to do with files,
With files?
specifically in film.
Okay, now you stumped
that-
me.
Only thing I could think of would be like a football file, like a series of files is the only thing I can come up with.
He stumped me. That's not what I
Really?
thought it was.
And I mean, it could be a little pigskin thing that you kick, and I mean,
Well, yeah,
as far as
right.
I'm concerned, that's used in video production. I
Yeah.
shoot it all the time.
Fair
Right?
enough.
There we go.
No, the football, it's kind of like it's almost like, and I kind of wonder if this is also what they call the suitcase that the president. So it's kind of the
Yeah.
same kind of a deal. The president, they call the football the suitcase that he
It's a
carries
suitcase,
around that
okay.
has like
Because if you fumble it, it's bad.
the
It's
cup.
bad.
Yeah, it's very important. So the football, an accordion type of folder that holds the essential production documents.
I'm going to give you credit.
Okay.
as the win. She got that.
I feel like
She was much closer than I was.
So it's basically the important files that go along within the production, and they're moving along.
Heard. I like that.
So that's, as we like to say,
Word of the day.
you can't hear it, but we do. We love it.
Word of the
day.
All right, here we'll play it again for
I
you.
like it.
Just for you, one more time.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
I like it.
I like that.
There we
That
go.
is now officially word of
anyway,
the day. Intro music
just
for
a
word of
segment
the
that we do.
I couldn't resist. She was walking up, and I'm like, yeah, we're chit chatting.
She said
she's
she
been
would earlier.
awesome,
We might as well get her 3 minutes.
Yeah, she's been so good
She's
today.
been
She's
very
such a good
good.
server.
Served lovely drinks.
So attentive. I did tell her when we started. I'm like, we're out of your way. I apologize. I go, we're generous.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to our.
So yeah, we talked about the upcoming stuff. But how about this?
Okay.
When you worked in Michigan, did you ever cover the State Fair of Michigan?
It's not really a thing.
Not a thing.
It's not like
Michigan?
it is here. There is a state fair, but it's not. People don't go ape over it like they do here.
Well, what about State Fair moments you remember from your time at 8, editing wise? I mean, there's got to be things you remember.
There's one. There's a guarantee. There's one that you're going to sit there. I don't even have to say it.
I can tell you where I was when it happened.
This is my favorite part of this. It's such a huge moment. Here's the thing: our listeners, if you're a Texas Fair person, you know the moment we're talking about because it's just that big of a deal.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal. It was very, very sad.
7 years ago, 6 years ago.
I don't know the exact time.
When Big Tex caught on fire.
Yep.
And we have 8 at the time had a live camera out there. There's a live feed.
Always on Big Tex.
In a frantic moment, someone screams, "Are we rolling on Tex?" And we're like, I don't know. And of course, the thing's pretty much halfway engulfed at this point.
Right.
It's that went up that fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shell. It's wires.
Like it was, so. We got that. There was already someone there, which was an advantage.
Right.
I think there was someone doing a live shot from the fair, so that was an advantage. I want to say there was a crew getting ready for midday.
Possibly.
But anyway.
I was in Fort Worth.
Okay.
I was in what's the hospital there downtown? It wasn't the children's one. It wasn't Cook's. It was, I think, the Methodist. So,
one down.
So I believe this one's still going.
I'm gonna cover it.
And that one's still rolling over there. That one seems to be our best option.
That one seems to run well.
Yeah.
I'm covering that up so it cools off.
So I was with Janet St. James, and
Okay.
we were covering some story in the hospital over in Fort Worth.
Okay.
And then we just happened to walk by a monitor, and when we're walking by the
60
monitor,
feet of
we're
flames.
looking and it says Big Tex on fire. What? Are you kidding me? It's like
Big time on fire.
I mean, I think maybe she also had gotten a text or something
Probably.
real quick based on it. I don't remember that part exactly, but I do remember we knew almost instantaneously
Right.
that we were in Fort Worth on assignment doing something totally unrelated.
Yeah,
and we were sad. I mean,
it's very sad.
Because everyone loves Big Tex.
So to me, it wasn't a thing. Like
Yep.
I just didn't. I mean, but it was one. I knew in the moment. I'm like, oh man, that's a big deal. Like,
Right.
it's an icon. The word iconic gets thrown around so much, but I think that's iconic to the Texas State Fair. Like that's the thing. There's 2 things that say Texas State Fair. Three things. Sorry. Big Tex, the Ferris wheel, and
his
course,
favorite.
They're not my favorite. Fletcher's corny dogs. Those 3 things are the
Again, please continue listening to our
don't-
podcast.
I
since
didn't grow
Rick-
up with them. They're not my thing.
He doesn't like Fletcher's corny dogs.
I don't like the outside.
He doesn't like corn dogs.
I don't mind hot dogs. I just don't like the corn dog thing. And
He also doesn't like funnel cake.
well, there's a reason.
He also doesn't like roasted corn.
No, I don't. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
It's literally on the episode I just loaded up.
I said I don't like roasted corn.
Yes, I asked you roasted corn. No. And then
I need to
here's
listen
the
to that because
kicker.
I don't believe that.
Here's the kicker. Cotton
no,
candy.
I can't. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
No joke. 2 days ago, smelled a woman had cotton candy perfume on. We were in a restaurant, and I literally almost threw up. That smell. I can't help it. It's like whiskey to me. Same thing. Whiskey and cotton candy. Nope, can't do them.
Which this lets me segue to where I want to segue because Me and Andy have had these discussions before.
Okay.
Off when Rick's not around.
He will be a guest on the show at some point. We keep talking about this Andy guy.
And he will be with us someday. Mm-hmm. So Andy, we talk about, hey, Andy, Rick went to such and such to go eat. What did he order?
Oh, it's easy. Two things. One of two things.
A hamburger.
Or.
Bun and meat.
Or. Chicken tenders.
Macaroni and cheese.
No, never.
Oh, no,
not at a restaurant. I got to make macaroni and cheese. I don't eat it.
So this brings me, and I just was adding that, but this brings me to the State Fair of Texas. Okay. What would you eat at the State Fair?
Okay, so I've tried numerous things there. I'm not a fan of the way they fry the food stuff. I tend to get sick from it.
They fry a lot of food there.
I tried the fried Oreos because I really wanted to try them. Got sick.
Fried Twinkies?
Tried the fried Twinkie. I used to work at Pluckers, so fried Twinkie was always a thing, so that wasn't different to me. Didn't do anything for me. What was the one thing we got that was good? Oh, I love pretzels. I'm a big pretzel guy, and the pretzels are always really good there. I always like the pretzels.
Right.
Wow, there was one other thing that we got. Michelle tried the fried margarita because she was just curious.
Yeah.
And it was like 84 tickets or some astronomical number, and she took like one bite of it and just didn't. And I was like, wow, that's just $13 thrown away, or whatever it was.
What about fried Frito pie?
Nah, she would do that. I wouldn't. That's not my thing. I don't like Frito.
What about fried beer?
I mean, I would try it, but I'm not a big. I mean, it would have to be Blue Moon or Corona as a fried beer.
I don't think you're a beer choice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be those because I don't really like a lot of beers.
I think it just tastes kind of like a biscuit, like a yeast.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
Think about it. I don't know. I forget who it is. One of the steak places, they do like Shinerbach biscuits or something like that.
I'd probably try it.
They're just extra yeasty.
Yeah, I'd try it.
This year, one of the new foods is the fried charcuterie.
A board?
Yeah.
Oh, like stuff that's on a charcuterie board?
Yeah, but it's all like a whole little, they've mixed up some concoction that kind of looks like that has all those elements to it. Like maybe an olive with some cheese fried.
I would try like a fried cheese. I would try something like that.
Yeah. What about hamburger?
No. I have no urgency. So Michelle gets mad at me all the time because her favorite food
fried
is
cheesecake.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, we found ding fried cheesecake. We found something.
I would do that in a heartbeat. She loves chicken fried steak, and I am 4 for 4 on eating chicken fried steak and getting sick. So chicken fried steak is not on my list of foods that I'm a fan of.
Right.
Only because every time I eat it, I become very ill. So it's just not my favorite food. So, yeah, the State Fair, I love the whole excitement around it in the city. I think it's so interesting to me, being that we didn't really have it in Michigan. I mean, we had fairs, like local fairs. Like I grew up, St. Pat's Fair was always in September every year. So it's always the third weekend in September, and you couldn't wait to go to St. Pat's Fair. And it was just a church fair fundraiser. And I remember as a kid it just being this gigantic, like the size of the Texas State Fair big, you know?
Right.
And it's not. It's like, it's in a parking lot, and it's 3 rides and 3 games, and it's carnies, and it's all it is. But I remember going every year as a kid and just loving it. So I love the fair atmosphere. And when I go to the Texas State Fair, I get that. I get that feeling of like,
right.
And I totally love a lot of what it represents. You know, it's a tradition. It's a ton of family, like it's all family, which I just think is awesome.
So besides the food, what are some other things that you would enjoy at the fair?
I'm a big fan of the music stuff. A lot of the music that goes through there. Vendors are cool.
I like the automobile building.
Love the automobile building.
It's always cool, and it's air conditioned.
Yeah, it's true. And it's funny because I said it earlier. A friend of mine from high school is working there this year, so I literally have not seen her since we graduated high school. So I'm gonna try and grab dinner with her this week and catch up. Maybe we'll eat it for, I don't know, but she's She's working out there, so it'll be kind of cool. But I'm a big fan. I like the vendors. I like going through some of where the people are selling things because there's always unique stuff out there. I'm trying to think what else is fun. I'm trying to think what else I
like going to the livestock. I like watching. I like looking at some of the animals.
I will say it's amazing to me when you look at some of the cows, and these cows look
the dog show, the bird show.
Dogs we do. Oh, the arts, the art stuff, like where there's all the art. You want to
where the people that won the ribbons.
Now you tell me this.
Uh-huh.
Do I have a hobby that I should try and enter into?
You
some
should.
Of that?
And you probably would have won ribbons.
I don't know. I think next year I may do that.
You probably should enter some.
I have several.
There are categories just for you.
I know. So I do cross stitch for anyone. And if you want to make fun of me, go ahead. I don't care. It's my time vampire, and it's what I, from like.
But you do some real, things that you're passionate about.
I do.
Usually.
I do
like
stuff.
Superheroes.
Yeah, stuff like G.I. Joes and Transformers and things when I was a kid that I just the.
Have you done a Star Wars one yet?
Oh, a handful. I did a Yoda.
Yeah. Baby Yoda or
no? It was Yoda.
Sorry, Grogu.
Grogu. I've done a mini Grogu.
Yeah.
Did a little teeny one.
Yeah.
A lot of video game ones, like world maps from video games, things like that. I don't know. It just was a fun hobby I learned as a kid, but I should try and enter some of them into competition. Never really thought about that.
There you go.
Now I have. I sold one recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the podcast people bought one.
Very nice.
Which was very interesting. I just caught me off guard, and she's like, "I want to buy this." I was like,
"Which one was it?"
The Spider-Man. The 18 Spider-Man.
Very cool. So I was gonna share another moment that I've had at the fair.
Okay.
I remember once we were, obviously whenever the fair kicks off, we always do a lot of live stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like especially the first couple of days
or
whatever.
4 days, yeah.
But the first day we really go crazy. So that one particular year, and I don't remember which year. I remember Michael Valentine was the news director at the time.
Okay, that gives me a time. It was before my time.
So we had just gotten the backpacks. Like they were pretty new.
Oh, the Alive View or whatever they were called.
So they wanted me for the entire duration between the 4 o'clock and the 6, all the way during that entire 2.5 hours. They wanted me live with the backpack.
Oh, just cancer radiation right in your back.
In the Ferris wheel. That big, crazy.
Shut up. They wanted you on the Ferris wheel for an hour and a half live?
No, 2.5 hours.
Sorry. That's not
I took a break between the 5:30 and the 6.
That's not even possible, is it?
It was possible. They knew I was there, and they just let me keep rolling. The fair did. The people.
Oh, well, yeah, of course you have to work it out with that.
What do you mean that's not possible? You take enough batteries, it's very possible.
All right,
I had to power down. I powered down when I needed power down.
You took into consideration something I didn't.
What?
Taking extra batteries with
you kind of had to.
Right.
Like all of them, and maybe borrow some on top.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, 2.5 hours on the Ferris wheel. You want to do that?
No. I don't want to do half an hour on the Ferris wheel. Now,
I was hoping we would go do something on it.
Hang on. To be fair,
record a little something. But I mean, that is a big. And you know what? It was windy that day. So
here's why.
Even more like, I was not a fan, especially when they stop it and you're up at the top and it's windy.
So here's where it's totally encaged. So I'm fine with that.
I got used to it. But
it's the fact that it's totally encaged.
But when it's windy, it shakes.
Yeah,
it shakes.
Yeah, I don't like heights though.
And you're up there, and that thing is tall.
It's very tall.
So imagine you're at the tall, it stopped, and you're shaking. Imagine that.
I just had an idea for something. Anyway,
it was not fun.
I bet.
I got used to it though. It got to be one of those. Okay, the fear's gone because now I'm just in it. I gotta just put up with it.
Right.
Like I was like, okay. I just started listening to IFB and ignoring it completely.
Just waiting to hear. Greg, stand by.
Stand by. We're coming back to you.
That's all you want to hear, and then other than that, you don't care.
And then the 20 minutes that they don't use you, and you're like, why am I up here?
Right?
Why am I doing? I've done 4 complete circles, and they haven't.
Whose idea was that? Do you know?
I have no idea, but someone. And we got it approved, so.
Oh, the fair loves that. It's free advertising.
I guess.
That's a hard.
I don't know too many people that I did see though the other morning. Chris Sadeghi, he was doing a morning shot on the pirate ship, and he was closing his eyes.
Dude, the stuff that guy's willing to do.
He was closing his eye. You could tell he hated it. You could tell he couldn't stand it.
Dude,
and he's interviewing the state fair person, and she's just like la, 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 like no issue, and they're just going shoo, shoo.
The things that he agrees
and
to do.
you could just look at him. It's like his face is like of terror.
That's hilarious.
When will this end? Please, when will this end? I actually commented. In fact, I think I did it from our business page on Instagram. I said, "That's awesome." He liked it, by the way. He liked it. He liked that JMK said he's awesome. So here's to you, Chris Sadeghi, and the pirate ship at the state fair. That was some fun stuff.
Oh, it's gonna fall again.
I'm kind of thinking you're gonna see the edge of that, but hey, we're dealing with sun here, and we're trying to cover the camera because it's getting a little warm. It's getting a lot of sunlight, and most of our cameras are shut down because of the heat. But so Rick's over there doing some fine tuning with the cover.
We'll try it. Hopefully
But yeah, so that's what we're hoping to do at the state fair and do some fun, and
well, it's 3 weeks long, so we
It's
got plenty
this
of time to
time.
get out there. Is it time? Is it
Yeah.
that time? Oh, it's if you hit buttons right, it's that time.
yeah, I hit the button right. I just didn't have the volume up, and it starts out low anyway.
Thank you again to Standard Service in Heat, Texas. Thank you, Savannah, for taking care of us and chatting with us for a couple minutes.
Like, subscribe, comment,
Share with your friends.
all this stuff. We love doing it.
Next time, another story.